When people hear the name Bo Jackson, they think of an exceptional athlete in two sports. They imagine a man with electric speed and ox-like power, and then they think about what could have been. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at how good was Bo Jackson actually. Yeah, you heard it right. Vincent Edward Jackson was born in Bessemer, Alabama on November 30th, 1962. He was the 8th of 10 children. At age 10, he met his father for the first time. He was named after his mother's favorite actor, but his family referred to him as Wild Boar due to his unruly and boisterous demeanor. This was later reduced to Bo, which has been his name ever since. Bo attended McAdory High School in Alabama's McCalla. He was a multi-sport athlete during his time there, dominating in football, baseball, and track. Jackson carried 108 times for 1,173 yards, or 10.9 yards per carry, and 17 touchdowns as a senior in football. In the next spring, Jackson switched to baseball and tied the national record with 20 home runs. He was also exceptional in track. He earned state championships in the multiple dash, hurdles, high jump, and long jump as a senior. He was even a two-time state winner in the decathlon. All of this led to his selection by the New York Yankees in the second round of the 1982 MLB draft, fresh out of high school. Nonetheless, Bo declined their offer to attend college. Jackson was obviously heavily recruited upon graduation from high school. He ultimately decided to enroll at Auburn University. The day he committed to Auburn signaled the beginning of one of the most successful college athletic careers in history. Jackson was the Tigers' starting running back as a freshman. He was an immediate game changer, scoring the game-winning touchdown over Auburn's bitter rival, Alabama, which gave Auburn its first victory in the series in almost a decade. He was also a crucial player in their 33-26 victory over Boston College in the Tangerine Bowl. Bo carried 158 times for 1,213 yards and a 7.7 average as a sophomore. That season, he guided the squad to an 11-1 record. His biggest performance of the year occurred against Alabama when he ran the ball 20 times for 256 yards, an average of 12.4 yards per carry. They ultimately met Michigan in the Sugar Bowl that season. Jackson was selected the game's most valuable player after his team's 9-7 victory, in which he was named the MVP. That season, Bo was also a consensus All-American. Jackson missed a significant chunk of the 1984 season due to a separated shoulder as a junior. Jackson was named the game's most valuable player as Auburn defeated Arkansas 22-15 in the Liberty Bowl. In 1985, as a senior, he set the school's records with 1,786 running yards and 17 touchdowns. He averaged 6.4 yards per carry. At the Iron Bowl, the annual rivalry game between Alabama and Auburn, he once again had his best performance. This time, Jackson rushed for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he accomplished this with 2 fractured ribs. In his final College Bowl game, he was voted the most valuable offensive player of the 1986 Cotton Bowl. Again, he was a consensus All-American that year. In addition, he received the Walter Camp Trophy, the Sheik Harley Award, and the UPI and Sporting News Player of the Year awards. Oh, and he also won the Heisman Trophy. He defeated Iowa quarterback Chuck Long by a margin of 45 points, the narrowest victory in Heisman history. He finished his undergraduate career with 4,303 yards rushing, a 6.6 average, and 43 touchdowns. He had remarkable success as the Tigers center fielder in baseball, although his baseball statistics and achievements are not as extensively documented as his football statistics and performances. He was a top-tier athlete in both sports. In 1985, he hit 17 home runs with 43 RBI, 53 runs, and a batting average of .401. This was his greatest season. He was ruled ineligible to play as a senior because he took a free flight to Tampa to undergo a physical examination with the NFL's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His best 100-meter sprint time was 10.4 seconds as a freshman and sophomore in track and field. He pondered running for the United States Olympic team, but ultimately elected to focus on his other athletic endeavors. Bo ran the 40-yard sprint in 4.12 seconds at the 1986 NFL Combine, the quickest time ever recorded at the event. This resulted in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting him first overall in the 1986 NFL Draft. Jackson declined this offer and instead entered the 1986 MLB Draft, where the Kansas City Royals selected him in the 4th round. Due to his refusal to sign with the Buccaneers, they were forced to relinquish his draft rights. Before discussing his baseball career though, we need to discuss his days as a professional football player. Although Jackson was committed to playing baseball, he adopted football as his off-season hobby. In 1987, he joined the Los Angeles Raiders when they drafted him in the 7th round, 183rd overall. Owner Al Davis led him to miss the beginning of each season in order to complete his baseball career and rejoin the team mid-season. His NFL career lasted only 4 years due to a catastrophic hip injury that he sustained in a playoff game in 1991, which ended his time as a football player. Yet, his career was exceptional while it lasted. He never played more than 11 games in a season, yet his career was filled with remarkable moments and performances. On his debut appearance on Monday Night Football, Jackson may have had his best game and signature performance. Bo rushed for 221 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Seattle Seahawks on that night. One was an amazing 91-yard run, and the other resulted in Jackson literally trampling Seahawks linebacker Brian Bosworth. His 221 yards continue to stand as a Monday Night Football record. Jackson also avoided a tackle from Hall of Fame linebacker Lawrence Taylor of the New York Giants and ran over San Francisco 49ers hard-hitting Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.